Alrighty, so on the bench today we have my personal original PlayStation 1 1001 model with the actual composite video. This was a rough unit when I first got it. I mean, it was bad. So today, I think what we're going to do is we're going to recap it. I've been having some issues where it doesn't exactly read discs the way it should. And I know that this is a good laser because this came out of a PS1. The PS1 lasers are compatible with this machine. So that's a bonus right off the bat. So I know the laser is good. What we're going to do is let me get this apart and then we'll go from there so you can see exactly what's happening inside this machine. Okay, with the 5 screws removed, none of this on the inside here seems bad at all. Just been a while since I've been in here, but you'll see here where the grounding strap was. It never holds anymore. But yeah, I don't know if you can be able to see the color green in there. You see all that green? That I've taken that off many times and it still comes back. But yeah, I mean, this was all corroded and stuff. I should probably get a new piece for that, but no big deal. No big deal there. What I am going to do is I should get this hooked up here just with power and stuff, and then see, it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad from this side. It really doesn't. It's underneath. It's underneath here on this corner here that's bad, but that's not even the reason why it acts up. It has a lot to do with, I believe, these caps are starting to go bad. Now, normally, you know me, I don't like to just replace caps. So I am going to check, but I would like to go, like I said, it's been a while since I've been through here. I just want to go through some of these surface mount caps and see if any of them are starting to leak yet. And we will need to do some testing here for sure. So let me get all that set up. Yeah, let me get all that set up. Let's get this done right here, right now. So that's taken care of. Let's get some power here. I was going to say I did have it nearby. I just don't like the way it is modded. I got a mod chip in here, what do you call it? An Arduino mod chip. I can't remember what it's called now. Let's get that plugged in. Let's get that around there. Let's get the TV on. That's not going to work, is it? That'll work. Okay. Yep, well, that's okay. Let's get a disc here. I don't know if this is going to be easy to catch or not. See, all that seems normal. But I'm not going to lie, it sounds like crap. I don't know if I'm going to be able to capture this. Because it usually happens when you switch camera modes. You know, when you're walking. Oops, that's me touching the disc. Sorry. You know, when you're walking and you switch camera views or you go through a door, right? It'll hang. And sometimes it will stop loading. Sometimes it won't. It depends. And it's definitely not the disc, because this disc is like brand new. I mean, it is like brand new. Anything you see on there is probably just dust. Which I like to know how dust gets in here, because it's been sitting in here for months. But okay, so let me... we're going to have to do some measurements on the laser. A couple of the pots down here to make sure they're okay. Be careful if you have this thing plugged in. This is live, especially back here in the hot spot. All right, you got your hot, your cold, your primary, and your secondary. Make sure definitely keep your hands away from the primary, because that is hot at 125 volts. Let me just put that over here for now. Yeah, how many pots do we have here? 1, 2, 3. So we probably have like focus and bias and something else. I can't remember. But yeah, like I said, let's go through this. Let's see. First of all, let me drain the power out of this. And then let me tear this down and we'll go through this. See if we can't see some funkiness happening. I don't really see anything bad around these caps yet. I mean, they look okay. Doesn't mean they are. But maybe around this area where the power supply gets warm. Which is why, if you notice, this laser is this way on this machine and the other ones are way over here. Like completely different. They're literally over here on the next models, right? It's to keep this away from this, because this gets so warm. This is a power hog, this original 1001 model. It is a power hog. So yeah, I just want to go through and check some of these caps and then check some of these pots out and make sure they're not way out of whack. I do notice that if I play a backup copy of something, that it does get funky. It does get funky, like I said. It does. Even on real discs, it does it. So I know that there is something going on here. Okay, so this is the corner here I want you to check out here. I know you can see some rust right here. Right now, it almost looks like it's gotten worse. Well, that'll have to be taken care of. But yeah, what was this? I can't remember what this mod chip was. Or do we know something? I can't remember. Oops, where is it here? Yeah. Had that mod chip up in here. Back up. So we can move this back. Was it just underneath that was bad? I'm just remembering wrong. Yeah, it was under here. It was way worse. You can see all the rust and stuff. Yeah, it's all in these vent grills too. It's on the inside of them. I don't know if you can see that. It might not look as bad as it is, but you can see it all in there. We'll get that back down in there. Okay, so what I want to do is I just want to check out some of this stuff here. Check out some of these caps, because I'm not exactly sure what in the hell is happening here. Just want to go through it with you. Let's just see if we see any signs of craziness happening here. I mean, this looks all right. That one may be starting. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, I bet that's starting. I mean, it don't look like... Fuck, they might all be starting. Oh yeah, they might all be starting here. Yeah, they might all be. You know, I'd like to blame that on old flux and stuff, but stay focused. But I don't think that is, honestly. I mean, it would be pretty much everywhere then. And really, it's not. I mean, it seems like it's... Like, that looks good, but then you come to these. Well, the only way to test that is to literally hit them with something. Now, if it's a laser issue, you know, it would be obviously more around this area here. Because you got main power coming in, which is going to be these caps probably in this area. Probably all this area here. And the laser is going to be around this area maybe. Okay, I do see pins running off to this here. This cap, this cap, this cap. Yeah, I mean, some of them, even with my naked eye, I mean, that does not look good. Although there can't be much voltage across that. That's only a 4-volt cap. It's 220 mic, but it's only 4 volt. Now these here, 16 volt, 16 volt. What's this one here? Can't really tell. 100 mic, 6S. That could be 6 volt. It could be anything. I'll have to check that. Yeah. Let me do some testing and let me see what we got going on here. I may pull the power supply out of here. Put it next to it. Just run it. Just board. Just put the laser right on here and just test away and see what happens. Oh, I will need the top shield for that though, just so that it has something to lay on. Oh, well, I could do it off. Yeah, let me figure out what I'm doing here. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to test here is I got ground set up over here with my test lead, and on millivolts DC, right, I'm going to check the top of this power adjustment laser, the screw here. I can't see because the time's in the way, but right here at the top shows 0. Now, as soon as I hit the lid switch, it should give me a reading. And what am I getting out of it? 15.9 millivolts. Now, that seems way too high. Like, that seems way, way, way too high. I believe... Let's see if I can get that to focus in right here. I believe that right there should be somewhere around like 11 millivolts, not almost 16. Let me see if I can get the meter in here at the same time. How the hell am I going to do that? Give me 2 seconds here. Okay, so you should be able to read this. Now you'll see that when I touch this, again, be careful over here and be careful probe. This is on, right? So nothing. Now when I hit the switch, oops, that jumps to 15.9 millivolts DC, and I don't think that's right. I did some research and looking around, and that should be around 11. So, let me turn that off. Let me find my screwdriver here. Oops. And I'm just going to turn that down a bit, and then I'm going to test it to see what it's at. I don't know if that's going to be the right screwdriver or not for this. It's probably not. I should get something a little smaller. Give me a second here. Okay, so adjusting it counterclockwise should lower it. Let's see what we got now. Let me turn that light back on for you. Let me just see what we're at right now. 10.8, that's pretty close. That's pretty close. So, you know what? Let me see if I can't just bump that up. Just, I mean, a hair. So again, just clockwise real quick here, just to bump it up. And oh, man, I barely touched that. And I do mean barely touch that. I just want to see what we're at here. Just see if I can get it close to 11 as possible. 11.3. I'm literally counting hairs here. 10.8, 11.3 is probably dead on. Back to 10.8. I'm going to leave it at 10.8. So let me throw in a disc here. This is something that I do need to get better at, is adjusting lasers on these machines here, because I'm not the greatest. When it comes to Sega CD and stuff like that, I damn near know it just by listening to it. But as for PS1s, I'm not the greatest. No, that's not right. That is not right. I had to reset it. Let me see how this looks and acts here. I should be getting my backup copy of this, Resident Evil 2, so we can see exactly what's happening here. And turning down the laser is not a bad thing. Not at all. You don't want that power to be too high on there. And that's probably been like that for a while now. Why it was that high, I don't know. But that seems all right. Let me do this again, and let me get some audio, because we can have this audio. I won't get a strike for this, I don't think. Let me see if the disc stops spinning here when it comes to new game here. It doesn't, eh? I thought maybe it did. That's all right. No big deal. We just need, we'll just do left audio for now. Let me reset this and see what happens. Did you hear that click, click? See, that's not good. So I said, this thing's always had a bit of an issue, and I don't know if it's caps, I don't know if it's adjustments, whatever. I'm just gonna do this to make sure that I know that I have the proper adjustments before I start blaming something else. And I will double check that they say 11 millivolts on that. I just want to make sure I don't have any skipping and stuff in the audio. It doesn't seem like it. especially during FMVs, right? I'd like to know exactly where that laser is. Oh, it seems like it's on the outside of the disc, so that's even better. Oh, I know you can't see that. Let me see if I can show you here. You can see that that laser is on the outside of that. Watch when I let go. See, that was on the outside of the disc. So that's kind of awesome. Okay, let me get a controller and stuff. Let me get the controller and stuff plugged back in here, and my backup copy of this to see what happens. Okay, so right off the bat, I think I'm seeing a problem here. Get the original disc. Real quick here, sorry. It just does not want to read. I'm gonna check that millivoltage right now again, because I didn't touch anything and now all of a sudden it won't play. That's what I mean. This is, I don't know where the issue is lying. It's somewhere, I just don't know where. So we have, let me reset that real quick here. 10.7, and it is not reading. I don't like that. What are we at now? Come on. 11.1. You can't get any closer to 11 than that. I'm going to double check that, because I don't know if that's, I don't know how accurate that is. Let me shut this down. See, that seemed like it had no issue whatsoever. This is what I'm talking about, how I can't figure out what is happening here, because 1 minute it's okay, the next minute, nothing. But yet, as you can see in here, I mean, it's fine. And this, like I said, this disc is super clean. That's why I use a backup, so I don't have these discs out. I have these up on a shelf. You guys must hate when I replay something over and over again. See, that seems fine. No skipping, no nothing. Now let's try a backup copy. And the backup copy is fine too. I mean, it's just got no scratches on it. Yeah, that seems fine. So let's power it off. The only difference between these two is one is Leon and this one's Claire. That's only because it was the first one available. Well, that seemed fine, didn't it? See, this is what I mean. It's so intermittent. I don't know what it is. I don't know if that seemed longer or... Again, I'm just checking to make sure we have no issues here. Like with the playback and sound. Yeah, it doesn't seem like we do. Okay, I won't put you guys through any more of that suffering, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit here and I'm going to go like on and off, literally on and off until that problem comes back. And this right here is what I'm talking about. This is literally right after the last clip. I let it sit for 10 minutes. I didn't move anything. Where the hell is the switch? See? That's what I mean. That's why it's so... That's why I can't figure out what it is. Now, I bet you, if I let it warm up... Look it. Look it. Now it's okay. Now it's going to read. Why? Why? What the hell is that? Something just ain't right there. It's not going to load, is it? Oh, it did. I was afraid it wasn't going to load there for a second. Again, I won't put you through this, but see what I mean? How it's just that I don't know what the hell is going on. I might have to figure out how to do the eye pattern on this and check the eye pattern. I mean, though I don't think it's wrong because, like I said, this is on the edge of the disc. The laser right now is all the way out to the edge of the disc, pretty much. Which is where this FMV file is being held. Because you can see the laser right there. You can see it. Watch, you'll see it move. See? So what the hell is going on here? Okay, so here's what I've come up with. The laser intensity potentiometer here, it actually should be at 11.4. Now, you know, when we first started this, it was like, sorry, I'm all over the place there. It was at like, I don't even know, 15 or something like that. Now, let me see if I can get this in shot here. I went and read that, what do you call it again? Let me back out of here. I went and read it again, and it said it should be 11.4 millivolts. So let's go to millivolts. Let's go to DC. Hopefully you can read that. I can't get it any closer than that. That's 11.4 dead on. Okay. Now, on the bias, when we have that set like that, it should be... Sorry, whoops. On DC, it should be like 1.7 volts. And you'll see that it is 1.716. That's as close as I can get. Now, with the gain potentiometer, there's two in there, right? 1 and 2. 1 and 2. While the CD is spinning on that test point, on this test point right here, we should have around, I think it's 1.8 millivolts. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry, 1.82 volts while the disc is spinning. Let me back out of here. Let me turn that back on for you. And you'll see I'll get my copy here, my backup here, and I'll get in here and I will probe that point, and you'll see that we're at 1.7, and when I press down, 1.86. Now it's not 1.82, but it's 1.86, and you'll see we're not having no issues here. Zero. It is reading it, no problem. Now I can probably tune that a little more down to 8.2. But yeah, we're having no issues here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn it off, right? And I'm going to let it sit and cool down. Because again, I don't know if it's the caps or not. They don't look bad, but they don't look great either, right? So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it sit and come to room temperature. and then try with the real disc and the backup, because it was doing it with both, right? That still doesn't, I still should be checking the eye pattern, but I'm having a hard time. I'm not 100% perfect with the digital oscilloscope checking an eye pattern. So I'm still going to have to learn that. But when I went over the, I don't know what you want to call it, article on this and checking with millivolts and volts, that's what it should be. So at least if I know that I'm in that range, right, really, really, really close to that range, at least I know that everything here and here is set properly, so that when I do see an eye pattern, I know that this is at least set properly. So again, let me get this cool down, and then we'll try. Okay, I really tried to get that bias down right to 1.7 volts, as close as possible, and I believe this is probably as close as I'm going to get. I mean, you can't get any closer than 1.702. I mean, we're splitting hairs there. That point, what is that, 1/100th of a point? I mean, I highly doubt that's an issue. So let me grab this. And he said while a disc is running, it should be around 1.82. 1.85 is probably perfect. Yeah, and it looks to me like we've got no problems here. I bet you this was messed with a long time ago. Like, as in the pots a long time ago, and I never went through and checked them. And that's probably why I've had such problems with this machine. It still doesn't explain why it was intermittent like that. We'll stop that. I'm not exactly sure why it was intermittent like that. I mean, maybe sometimes it did pick it up, sometimes it didn't. Okay, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put the lid on. And I'm going to do some testing, just so I don't have to keep holding that down. I mean, fuck, my finger's getting indented from holding it down. Yeah, so let me put the lid on, and I'm going to get into a game. Let's get a memory card, get my game going here, my loaded, my save data, and then go through this with you to see if in between camera shots and in between loading doors, if it's cured the problem. Because if it is, then I'm happier than a pig in shit, right? So let me get rid of ground here that we had. Let me get rid of everything here. Let me get the lid on, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so this thing has definitely cooled down now. So let's start with a real disc. Where did I put it? Yep, I don't hear it. Yeah, that seems all right. So again, like I said, it would, screw up during, well, not only not read sometimes, like we've seen, but like I said, it would screw up during loading doors and camera angles, especially camera angles for some reason. That's kind of wild. Okay, we don't care. Ooh, shit, I might not be able to because I have, I don't know if I have Claire stuff or Leon stuff on here. But it sounds good. It sounds good. It sounds a lot better. Oh, so there is Leon on here. Okay. Let's see if I can. Like, for example, that would definitely screw up. Yeah, it would take a while to load that up. So I don't know if I can get to a little better angle here, just because I have a hard hard time seeing shit. Yeah, see, like that, it would lag on that so hard, like it would literally freeze before it would get into it. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'll probably have to start over because I have no idea what I'm doing here. I stopped playing because it was getting on my nerves. I don't know if it sounds like it's running fast, or is it just because everything's not screwed down? Could be. Yeah, it would definitely screw up during those transitions, those camera angle transitions. Did you see how it like hesitated there during the load? Oh.
Ada?
This is probably why it did that.
I don't think I've introduced myself yet. My name's Leon. I'm with the RPD.
Shit, I can't even skip that for you guys. Give it a second here.
It's a dead end.
Actually, I'll pause it. Okay. One more test here is we got to test that backup copy I have. I should go get the Leon. Oh shit, forgot about that. Get out of here. Yeah, this seems all right. Like sometimes you even have a hard time loading into the menu, picking stuff up. Okay, you know what? Give me 2 seconds and let me go grab. The Leon disc of my backup here. Yeah, this seems a lot better. It absolutely does. I know it would lock up on right here. I'm starting to remember where I was now. Yeah, this seems all right. Is that what it was the whole time? See, I swear, I take care of other people's stuff better than I do my own. I get everybody else's running up and running and neglect my own. Except for the XI, because I actually have a video on the XI, right? The XI runs great. So does my Mega CD, not my Mega CD. My son's Mega CD and my Sega CD that I did on here. Yeah, this seems absolutely fine. Because it was really those camera transitions that really screwed it up. Okay, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to go grab the Leon copy of this, and we'll have to do this all over again, which is probably going to suck for you guys, but, you know, that's what testing is all about. So give me 2 seconds. Okay, so we'll stop this. Take this out. And we'll put Leon back where he should be. I wish I had the instruction manual for this. When I bought it, it was at the right price and the discs were perfect, but it's missing the instruction manual. I wish I had that. Okay, so that's that. Put that off to the side. Now let's grab Leon here. Shit, where is it? It's in here somewhere. Jeez, where did I put it? Oh yeah, and Parasite Eve 2 was screwing up as well. Where in the hell? Where in the hell is Leon? Give me 2 seconds. Okay, we got it here. Now let's try a burn disk. I don't hear any clicky clicky, which is great. That's a technical term, by the way, clicky clicky. It sounds all right. Seems like it does take a little longer to load, but I do expect that from media like this. I do know that on a pressed disc, when you look at the eye pattern, and this is just from seeing what other people have done, is the millivoltage is off by like 100 millivolts. So instead of 800 millivolts, for 900 millivolts for a pressed disc, a real disc, and they're about 800 for a burned copy. So that may cause some stuff like that. But anyways, it's really not the point. I'm sure that can be adjusted out. I just want to see if it does it. That sounds like shit. See, I bet you that's the difference right there. That does not sound great. Fuck, that loaded pretty quickly, though. I know you guys probably don't want to see this again, but I would rather it screw up in front of you guys. Okay. Well, it sounded like it loaded just fine. It does sound pretty fucking gnarly, though, I tell you. Yep, there's that load.
Ada?
Yep, there's that load. I can hear it loading and stuff.
Myself yet.
It seems all
My
right.
name's Leon. I'm with the RPD.
The only way you're really going to know is to really test it out. Like, actually play.
It's a dead end.
Which is the whole point of me doing this, because I want to play. But I couldn't even on a real disc anyways.
Stairs through this shaft.
And I knew there was nothing wrong with the laser that I pulled out of the PS1. Because I was playing on that fine. With the real discs. Yeah, this seems all right. Not this time. Not this time. See ya. Yeah, this seems perfect. We should try with something maybe like Symphony of the Night. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, this seems perfect. Ooh. Not today. We're just going to go through this really quick here, and then I'll let you guys off the hook for this one. Yeah, that right there would cause major problems there. this seems, look at that camera angle change, and it's not affecting it at all. Neither the in-game cutscenes, the FMVs. Yep, this seems all right. Yeah, we should try with Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I know I was having some issues with that game too. Which, I mean, if this is working, I have no doubt that's working. Yeah, this seems perfect. Good. Phew. So again, when I first got this, it was
Leon,
terrible. It was in rough shape.
Ada, did you
You
find
should have seen
anything?
how warped the assembly was from
Right
being
here.
so close to the power supply. You should see how warped it was. It was, even the laser was bad. Even after using the
Think
other
fast.
assembly, it
Here's
was
one more.
bad. But again, this model, I believe, this was like early
I can't
or
reach the
late
ventilation
95.
room. I'm going to have to find another way around. I'll catch up with you later.
Yeah, that's no skipping, no nothing.
What? Ada, wait!
Ada! Okay. Yeah, that seems good. That seems good. Okay, so let's just stop that. Let's find Symphony of the Night here. Parasite Eve is another one too that, you know, when you first get to the tower, is it Argopolis Tower, I believe? When it's got all the pre-rendered backgrounds and you're walking through and it does the, you know what? Fuck Symphony of the Night. We should do Parasite Eve. Just so you can see what I'm talking about, because it was bad. Why I didn't check this stuff before, I don't know. I'm going to try to remember to put a link to that guide that I looked at to see what everything should be set at. And that's for this model. This is for the 1001. So 1001, 1000, 1001, 1002, I believe. I believe they're all the same boards and same area and everything, whereas the next ones, they change. Okay. That's fine. And I don't want to load. I'm going to pause it here just so I can get to that spot, and then we'll come back. Okay, so this should be it here. Just want to make sure all this is all right. Yeah, that loaded that FMV, no problem. I wish I would have showed you more of the error, like in and out of transitions, but I mean, you guys seen the way it was acting. This is intense when it gets here, because it did not like this at all. Sheesh. Man, they don't make them like they used to, do they? Yeah, like, I mean, it would lock up like right here. Yeah. See, and this seems fine now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, it would literally lock up. Yep, and it's not now. Perfect. Now I can finally get into this again. Like I said, it was so intermittent. Like, it would play for a little bit, and then it would crap out on you and act funny, not load properly. Yeah, this seems good. I'm happy with this. So yeah, I am gonna try to remember to put a link in the description here, just so that other people can see what I was talking about. And I was way off on some of them. The laser intensity for sure was way off. Now I don't know if that's set on this laser from being in a PS1 compared to being in the original 1001 model, or what. Because I mean, I have lots of these. Not the 1001, but I got this one. I've got a 5000. I've got two 7000s. One I let my friend borrow. I've got 2 or 3 PS1s. So I don't know if anybody's ever messed with any of them before. I just know that when it was in, this laser was in one of the ones that I tried, it was fine. So, and I mean fine. Like, it was perfect. So I don't know if it's set like that from factory and it needs to be adjusted for this unit, which I guess it kind of does seem like it, right? Because, yeah, see those camera transitions too. That's where it would lock up. And it seems fine. Oh my God. Yep. Can't shoot him. I can see him floating in the background. I don't know if you can see that or not. You can see him sitting there. I know it's supposed to be a cutscene thing, but... Shoot him! Yep, this is fine. This seems absolutely fine to me. I'm good. I'm happy. No, we do not want to save. Okay, that's it. I think I'm going to call it on this one. And I think what I'm going to do is grab one of the other PlayStations. One that's got an easier spot to check the eye pattern. I believe the 7000 has it over here where you can have a disc in and have those spots open to be tested while it's running. You don't have to worry about the disc being in the way and having to come in on an angle and all that shit. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to sit here and actually learn how to read a proper eye pattern on these machines. So, okay, that's going to do it for now. As you can see, everything's good. You guys know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I'll see you in the next one.